Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though. Usyk's a good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk gonna win.
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well.
I think that's the great way to cap it, bud. A salute on Usyk, the great Usyk.
Boxing legends believe Oleksandr Usyk might never be beaten because of how smart and skilled he is in the ring. Anthony Joshua says Usyk doesn't rely on power to win. Instead, he uses sharp technique, fast footwork, and perfect timing. He can outthink and outmaneuver anyone, making him a puzzle that no one can solve. That's why champions and legends agree Usyk's success comes from pure boxing skill, not brute strength.
On Daniel Dubois against Oleksandr Usyk, realistically, has he got any chance? We've got 30 seconds.
Of course he has. Look, it's a tough ask, of course. You know, the thing with Usyk is he doesn't depend on his power to knock you out. He depends on his skill. That's why it's a tough ask, because he's going to box rings around you if you let him. Dubois, good luck. Don Charles, good luck. Great British boxing, good luck. We potentially might have a heavyweight championship back on our soil.
Terence Crawford has always shown huge respect for Oleksandr Usyk. In every big heavyweight matchup, Crawford picks Usyk to win no matter who he's facing. Before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, Crawford explained why. Usyk's movement, timing, and combinations are too advanced for heavyweights to deal with. Even the biggest and strongest opponents struggle against Usyk's style. Crawford believes skill beats size, and Usyk proved him right by beating Fury convincingly.
The undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. Is it going to be Usyk or Dubois?
Usyk, hands down.
What? But you seen the first fight though, what they had,
Usyk.
right? Did you see the first fight?
It was a low blow. Usyk.
You a lying dog.
I don't know, that blow was...
If that blow landed on you like that, you wouldn't say that as a... You would say what?
Usyk.
You would say it's a low blow if it was landing on you.
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
that makes sense. But that wasn't a...
It wasn't low.
No, I'm not mad at the ref for calling that a low blow.
Usyk.
He a Usyk fan, bro.
You right.
That is your guy, though.
Usyk's a
Usyk.
good dude. He's a hell of a fighter.
Usyk
He's
gonna
on the
win.
belt.
But the first time before Usyk fought Tyson Fury, did you think Usyk could beat Tyson Fury?
Usyk.
Truthfully, no.
I picked him both times. Stop
No, the
playing
first
me.
time you picked him?
Both times.
Because you was high on Tyson Fury at one time.
Both times. I knew the movement was going to give Tyson Fury problems. Tyson Fury, you know what I mean, is a great heavyweight champion, but he never was fighting people that's as elusive as him.
Lennox Lewis, a former undisputed heavyweight champ, also praised Usyk for his sharp skills and boxing IQ. Lewis even said that Usyk could have held his own in the golden era of boxing against legends like Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. That kind of praise means a lot, especially from someone who ruled during such a tough time. Lewis said Usyk's smart and flexible style would have worked well against the best fighters of any era.
How do you think Oleksandr Usyk would have done in your era, the era of Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson? How do you think he would have done against you and your contemporaries?
I would have to compare him to Evander Holyfield, and I think he would have done very well. Very well. I don't think he would have lasted against me because, you know, I throw a mean uppercut in there, and I noticed he gets caught with uppercuts. So he wouldn't have been able to stand up to my uppercut.
Top trainer and boxing expert Teddy Atlas gave Usyk one of the biggest compliments possible. He said no current fighter can outshine Usyk, and that his championship is fully deserved. Atlas pointed out how Usyk's strong presence in the ring affected Daniel Dubois before their fight even got going. Usyk looked calm and in control, while Dubois seemed unsure from the start. According to Atlas, it wasn't just Usyk's skills, it was his confidence and presence that beat Dubois early on.
Nobody. He's staring and doing the stare the first fight before the fight, I always say, and he's staring him down. And who breaks it off first? Wow, okay. But it's not just that. It's that after that, Usyk is Usyk. He's the champ. He's confident. He's got his hands up. He's standing there to the crowd. You know, he's doing this. And you can see Dubois like the kid at the party that all of a sudden wasn't included in the games that all the other kids were playing. And he's trying to find his way back He's trying to find his way back into the games. He's trying to, you know what I mean, bud? You've seen that with the kid, the awkward kid, and he's trying to get back with, and he doesn't know where to go. Do I go over here where the kids are? Do I go over here? Do I just wait for them to come to me? And he's lost, and you could see it. And there's the Usyk just like this. And he's like looking at Usyk. He don't know, should I start a confrontation with him? Should I pick up, should I make up for what I didn't do there? Should I stare at him? Should I look at him? Or should I go back over here? Should I get in front of him? He's a guy that he's uncomfortable in his own skin sometimes. And that's at play. Part of that is at play. At the end of the day, what happened was, from an analytical standpoint, they looking for the southpaw killer, the right hand. They look too much for it. The delivery system, it's got to be there. That wasn't the delivery system that you want, where you're launching right hands, where you're reaching with right hands. That's not the delivery system. There should have been a little feint. Make him make his move back. Make the counter punchers show the counter. Make him show it to, like playing cards. Make the guy show his hand.
5 Usyk has now beaten Anthony Joshua, and experts are calling him one of the best heavyweights in history. After ruling the cruiserweight division and becoming undisputed, he moved up to heavyweight and took down some of the biggest names: Joshua, Dubois, and Fury. What's more amazing is that Usyk is 38 and still performing at the highest level. He keeps proving that age is just a number, and many believe no one in boxing today has what it takes to beat him.
Fury twice, he's beaten Dubois twice. He's cleared out cruiserweight, he's cleared out heavyweight. He's undisputed for the second time. Every accolade you could possibly do, and he's done it in under 25 fights. We're watching greatness. We're running out of superlatives. We're running out of ways to describe this man, because this was systematic. This wasn't a 12-round beatdown, Chris. This wasn't, moments where Fury has some success, moments where Joshua has success. He dismantled Dubois, who couldn't have been riding higher into this fight, coming off of the win over Joshua, and he knocks him out, leaves no doubt. He's knocking guys out now at 38? Is that what we're doing?
I'm going to go back to the one word that I used, and I went like slightly viral for this last year after the Tyson Fury. I think maybe the first fight. I was like, the guy's unbeatable. You can't beat him. I don't see him losing. He just doesn't know how to lose. The guy just finds a way to win no matter what. And now he's finding ways to win and just separating himself from all these guys. And I disagree. I thought Daniel Dubois came out with a great game plan at the beginning of the round. In round one, he came out relaxed. He was
the first 30 seconds, maybe.
No, the whole first round. Usyk stole it in the end because he landed a big shot. But like the whole first round, Dubois actually looked really good. He backed Usyk up into the corners. He kept him along the ropes most of the time. He was landing hard jabs over the top. If you go back and watch the first round, I've never seen Usyk get hit that way. He got hit with shots as over his shot. Boom, and you saw Usyk's head go down. I was like, whoa. I'm like, this guy's got a good game plan. He's jabbing with Usyk from a higher position and coming over.
People in boxing already believe Usyk has secured his place among the greats. Even his cruiserweight achievements alone make him a legend, being undisputed. And winning the Muhammad Ali Trophy are huge milestones. But moving up and winning at heavyweight took his career to another level. Fans and critics now agree Usyk doesn't have to prove anything else. Every fight from here on is just adding to an already historic legacy.
Oh, by the way, when I'm mentioning those fights, undisputed cruiserweight champion, 2-time undisputed heavyweight champion, Muhammad Ali Trophy, there's literally nothing else to do. I think the man needs to retire, and I think what I've just said there, that is an all-time great, without even question, resume and legacy. So I think he needs to bow out. But the interview he gave with Ade in the ring on Saturday night, he didn't categorically state he'd retire. He said he's going to go home and rest. He deserves a rest. He's earned the rest. But we don't know necessarily what he's going to do next. I've said I think he should retire. But if he does carry on, what are we thinking? Who do we think he should fight next? Now, I've already recorded a video. It might go up first. I might put this up first. I don't know yet. On Tyson Fury, because he's still trying to peddle this narrative that he beat Oleksandr Usyk both times and he wants a trilogy fight. I don't want to see a trilogy fight with Tyson Fury unless he goes out and he earns it. If he earns the trilogy fight, if he returns to the ring and he fights a Joseph Parker and Adrian Kabayel and he becomes mandatory, fair enough. Fair enough. There you go. You've earned it. I won't gripe about that. 100%. I don't want to see him just jump the queue. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see a trilogy with Anthony Joshua, who certainly hasn't earned it. I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora, who technically, although I'm not even going to go there with Chisora, because is he IBF mandatory? Is he not? What's going on there? Don't know what's going on there. But I don't want to see a trilogy with Derek Chisora. Although saying that, as much as I don't want to see it, because these are the names he mentioned, with respect, Chisora has probably the best claim to have earned a title shot out of those three names. He does. Because Joshua's going off the back of a devastating loss. He's not fought for almost a year. It'll be over a year by the time he does fight. Tyson Fury, back-to-back loss to Oleksandr Usyk, doesn't deserve a title shot until he goes out and earns one. At least with Chisora, Gerald Washington, Joe Joyce, and Otto Wallin, at least he's got some wins together.
Tyson Fury may want a third fight, but most people wonder if there's any point. Usyk has already beaten him twice. When it comes to legacy, there's not much left to gain. Still, if Usyk doesn't retire yet, a third fight might happen maybe, for the fans or for money, but only Fury seems to think he can win. The rest of the world sees Usyk's clear edge. What sets Usyk apart is his brain. He's like a chess master in the ring, reading opponents, adjusting each round and making it impossible to trap him. His control of distance, timing, and movement makes him nearly unbeatable.
He's matured, he's punching harder than he's ever punched. Seems to be a different guy. I mean, if you know Daniel Dubois, he's a really lovely fella, big smile on his face, don't speak a lot, but he always shakes your hand and says hello, and a nice guy, but a powerhouse. He can knock buildings down him with his punches. But Usyk's so clever. Usyk's that clever. He's just so clever. Though when Tyson fought each other, that was a marriage of minds, wasn't it? That was a marriage of minds, and and everybody thinks he's going to walk through him. Well, nobody's walked through him yet, have they? Have you seen anybody walk through Usyk? Because I haven't.
Wladimir Klitschko, a heavyweight legend, once sparred with Usyk and came away impressed. He said Usyk doesn't win because of size or strength, but because of his sharp technique. Klitschko pointed out that Usyk brings a rare kind of skill. To the heavyweight class, he moves like a lighter fighter, but lands punches like a veteran. That combination of speed and accuracy makes him stand out.
I know what it feels like to stand in the ring and fight in a sparring session with Oleksandr. As I said, technical fighter, just absolutely technical fighter, and he has improved much more since we sparred. So he got even better.
If he wins on Saturday, would you like to see him retire then, go out on top?
That's his decision, whatever he want to do. I think everyone decides for himself when is the time to say goodbye.
You just have to ask as well, Vladimir, there's been a lot of talk that you've had a few conversations with Turki Al Sheikh, those here in Saudi Arabia, about returning yourself. Is that the case? Do we see you back in the ring maybe next year or something?
So 2025 is going to be very exciting. And, for this question, are you coming back?
After his latest wins, many are calling Usyk the greatest heavyweight ever. His record and success in the weight classes back up the claim. Unlike many past champions who stayed in one division, Usyk climbed the ranks and beat top fighters in both, in a sport where size often decides everything. Usyk's ability to beat bigger men using skill makes him truly unique.
So Oleksandr Usyk just stopped Daniel Dubois in the 5th round, bro. And honestly, at this point, it's almost, who can you compare to Oleksandr Usyk, bro? Like, bro, somebody got to nerf this nigga, bro. He stopped everybody in his era, bro, with a big name, besides Deontay Wilder. But I feel like we all know who we know. But beating people like Anthony Joshua, Daniel Dubois, Tyson Fury, man, the list goes on, bro. And doing this coming from cruiserweight is actually insane, bro. Like, we actually got to start putting him in that conversation to GOAT, because I really don't see nobody you can put ahead of him, honestly, in my humble opinion. I guess you could put Ali in front of him for what he did outside the ring, but inside the ring, bro, I don't see nobody matching the skills of Usyk, bro. He got the timing, his footwork is crazy, he got stamina, like, he got everything that you want, especially in the heavyweight. He got poise, even if he get rocked, like, he got a chin, like, the dude got the whole package, bro, so, yeah, bro, somebody needs to nerf this nigga, man. Let me know what y'all think, bro.
Usyk's greatness isn't just about numbers, it's about who he beat. Here's the wins over Tyson Fury. One of the best heavyweights of this era really stand out. These weren't lucky victories or close calls, they were clear, controlled performances. The way Usyk dominated such top-level opponents shows why many see him as an all-time great.